Hi, I'm Ruth McKeaney. Welcome back to Hillside Farm. Today we're taking a little trip down memory lane as I share some of my favorite recipes that we've had over the years and my family loves. These dishes have unforgettable flavors and lots of heart. I hope they bring you a little joy and inspiration to your home too. Enjoy. Welcome to Hillside Farm. My name is Ruth McKeaney, and welcome to our fall series. I have my Audrey home from school. She's at school in Virginia, and she's home for fall break. And she has asked that we make her very favorite pumpkin bread while she's home. So that's what we're doing today. I love you. I'm so happy you're home. Okay, so here we go. Pumpkin bread. You've got all your dry ingredients.
Yes.
And I'm going to read those off so you know exactly what you're going to do, okay?
Okay.
Can you go ahead and put 1.5 cups of flour in there? Got it. 1.5 teaspoons of cinnamon. A teaspoon of baking soda. Aren't you excited to have your own kitchen someday?
I'm so excited. It's really so
A
nice.
teaspoon of salt. A teaspoon of ginger. I should probably get matching little bowls. I have like a lot of, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg.
So the different ones are cute though too.
Yeah, that's true. 1/4 teaspoon of ground cloves. And then I want you to mix those up while I do the wet ingredients, okay?
Okay.
So here we have wet ingredients for this. We have 1/3 cup of milk, which I've already pre-measured out. And then we've got half a teaspoon of vanilla. I keep my vanilla in this thing. All right. And then we've got a cup of brown sugar. No, a 1/2 cup of brown sugar and a cup of white sugar, which I've already pre-mixed. Okay. And then 2 sticks, actually, the eggs are right there. Will you crack the eggs into here?
Yeah.
Those are from the chickens, just yesterday.
Here, there's
There
a
you
little
got
sugar
that?
in that one. You want to get the
Okay. 2 sticks of melted butter. Oh, you want me to get the rest of that?
Yeah.
So why do you like this so much?
I don't know. The pumpkin bread is just so good. It's very moist because there's a lot of pumpkin in it.
Well, I think the trick to the moist is I put like double the amount of pumpkin that other recipes call for, because I think most pumpkin bread is really just overspiced and very dry. And this literally is almost like a spoon bread. I mean, it's not a spoon bread, but it's very similar. And then 2 sticks of butter. Not 2 cups, 2 sticks of butter. Oh, mix the egg up first because I don't want it to make scrambled eggs. Remember we tried to tell Dad about that? You got that?
You don't want to let Dad in the kitchen.
Don't let Dad in the kitchen. Here we go. And it was 2 sticks. You remember that correctly?
Yes.
Why am I using my finger? Hang on, let me get a... Okay, and pull this off.
You've never complained about too much butter anyways.
That is very
So-
true. I've never complained about too much butter. In the meantime, what we've got is the oven is going at 350 degrees. This is going to cook for an hour. And check it, because if the middle still is soupy, leave it in further. Every oven is a little bit different. All right, now let's bring this over here, and we're going to pour this in.
Yes. You're doing such a-
Oh, and we also have to add
Do you want me to use
the
that
pumpkin.
for this?
So I use an entire can of pure pumpkin. Not pumpkin mix, but pure pumpkin. There we go. So, school, you are in your 2nd month?
Oh, I think it's the second year. I
No,
was like,
first year, but 2nd month? 3rd month?
yes.
How's it going? And you can be totally real and honest.
It's going fine. It's nice to be home.
Did
Definitely
you
a
ever
big
think?
change.
Did you ever think you'd get homesick? Here, you can move it over here.
I thought I would get homesick, just
Not this homesick.
not this much.
So the dry and the wet are all incorporated. And what I've taken is parchment paper and I'm pushing it down into a loaf pan. And why I do that is sometimes if it's not properly greased, my loaves, you know, they get stuck. This just makes it easy so you can pull it out, lift it right out. All right, you want to put that in there. And I've sprayed a little bit of Pam, or you can use, you know, just melted butter into the parchment just so it makes sure it doesn't stick. I'm sure a lot of kids at school, their freshman year, get really homesick.
Yeah.
I'm homesick for you. I just want you home all the time.
Most people just don't voice it, but.
Yeah. All right. Good. This is going to go in, like I said, for about an hour. But check it. It is gorgeous because when it comes out, we pour a little bit of melted butter on top. And I'm telling you, you'll make everybody happy.
Here, I'll get one for you.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so we have a couple more minutes till the pumpkin bread is ready. And yes, I will let you take most of it back to school with you. But what do you miss about home and what are your favorite things about school?
I would say some of the things I miss the most is, I mean, obviously number one, you're cooking. The dining hall is not very good. And
I will say you do have us like sending food.
Yes, yes. But I mean, I didn't think I would, but it is very necessary. Mm-hmm. Just being with the family and just spending time.
Yeah.
I feel like every day.
Every day.
It's definitely a big drop
adjustment.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are the things that you have been pleasantly surprised about or have been a plus?
I feel
plus,
like
you're going to make me cry, first of all. I love you.
Love you. One big blessing is my roommate, Francesca.
Okay. And where's she from?
She's from Houston, Texas.
Yeah. She's awesome.
But yeah, she's awesome, and we've become like quick friends in the first 2 months. So that's definitely been one of the best things about school so far.
Okay, so far.
Yeah.
You're like, the only good thing about it.
More good things will come. I like the school.
They will. They will. I think every freshman in college struggles with the exact same thing. Mm-hmm. And it's, I'm going to cry. It's also the parents struggle. It's just hard. It's hard not having her here, and it's hard for her not to be here. But it will become normal. And it just makes our times when she gets home just a little bit sweeter. So, all right, let me see if this is done. By the way, even your little brother misses you horribly. Like,
Brander's that saying something?
Yeah, that's saying something. All right, wait, I can't do this with my bare hands. Let me see.
And you can, your hands just don't want it.
All right, I think it's done. Now what I'm gonna do, what do we usually do?
Pour some more butter.
Pour more butter. I mean, butter makes everything better. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit of melted butter on the top. Yes, I do a lot of butter. Here, you want to grab that side? And I'll grab this side and we'll like pull it out.
Yes.
I will say, make sure you use, thank you. Make sure you use parchment paper and not wax paper. I made that mistake years ago. I'm sure everybody watching this will have no problem remembering that. But I did, and I didn't know there was a difference between the wax and why. And I cooked something, and I was like, "Is this like eating wax?" And you were eating wax. So use parchment paper. All right, here we go. Actually, I'm gonna pull this. I know it's hot, but I'm going to like move this so it looks attractive. You want to cut it?
Can you cut it?
All right, I want you to have a little piece.
Oh gosh, it's hot. I don't know if I can eat it.
Careful.
Right now.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Very moist.
All right, you can leave that because I'm going to wrap this up so you can take it back to school.
Perfect.
Thank you for doing this with me. I love you. And we'll see you at Thanksgiving. All right. Have a great day. Oh, and if you want more tips, always watch Hungry for Home on Instagram, because every Tuesday I do cooking tips, gardening tips, family relationship and tradition tips. And anyway, we hope to see you there. Thank you for joining the fall series that we're doing. We get to make another fabulous recipe, and it's shortbread. And everybody, I've never met somebody who didn't like shortbread. I mean, who doesn't like flour, sugar, and butter. So what I love about this recipe though is that it's in bar form and they're softer. I mean, shortbread tends to be crumbly. This is like a soft, thick piece of shortbread. And it's fantastic because I'll even make it for Valentine's Day, and the icing, I'll put a little bit of red dye and drizzle the red. It's just, you can do it so many different ways. All right, here we go. You start out with 3/4 of a pound of butter. I know, not nearly as many as in my chocolate chip cookies, but 3/4 of a pound means it's 3 sticks, if that's an easier way to think about it. I go ahead and melt it, and then you're gonna do a cup of sugar, just white granulated sugar. I've already got that all together for you. And then we're gonna do a teaspoon of vanilla. I put my vanilla in this, it's just fun, but just throw in about a teaspoon. It might have been a little bit more than a teaspoon, but I love vanilla. Put that back. And then we're gonna do 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I collect salt cellars, so I have lots of different containers that hold salt, but just like 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna mix this up. Let me preheat the oven to 350. And here we go. I think my kids ask for this almost as much as they ask for the chocolate chip cookies. All right, this is mixed up, so we're gonna add 3½ cups of flour. 1, 2. I've been asked, where do I get these jars? Anyone carries them. Walmart carries them. Target carries them. But they're very useful. I keep my chocolate chips in them. I keep cookie cutters in them, powdered sugar. I keep everything in jars. All right, let's get this all mixed up. So now you're gonna take an 8x8 pan or 9x9, either one, whatever you have. And you're gonna take some parchment paper. This goes right in here. I've also seen on TikTok, there's all sorts of ways of cutting the sides. I just don't really take all that time. All right, dump this whole thing in the middle. And we're gonna press it down. Here. These are so good. I think you could probably cut them into squares and dip one side of it in chocolate. I mean, there's so many fun things you can do. I've even made it where I used half of this dough in the pan, and then I drizzled raspberry preserves all over that half, and then I just crumbled the remaining half on top. They were amazing. So there's so many things you can do with a shortbread. Just push it. All right, this is ready to go. We're gonna stick this in the oven, and we will come back in just a minute. All right, I think it's done. Let's take a look. Yep, got some golden brown edges. So I don't want to pull it out too soon because it might come apart. So let it cool in the pan like this, but eventually you'll be able to lift this out and then just cut it. In the meantime, I take the drizzle, the powdered sugar and the water, and I drizzle all over the top. And it kind of melts right into the shortbread. I go 2 different directions just because I don't know. And there you have it. Fantastic shortbread bars. Look at that. It's phenomenal. Put in some coffee or some tea, and this is a fabulous afternoon snack. But the first thing we're gonna do before we even go over there is she asked me to make these bars, because when you're doing a party like this, or a bridal shower in this case, it's nice to have finger desserts. I mean, there'll be the main cake, obviously, but we're going to do these raspberry shortbread bars, which is a little twist. My friend, my dear friend Tamara, makes this shortbread raspberry tart that is to die for, and she always serves it warm, and I don't even eat the lunch, I wait for that. but I decided to do it with my shortbread recipe in the book, Hungry for Home, which is on page, if I could read it, 208. And but we're going to put a little twist. There's going to be some raspberry preserves on it. So here we go. I'm going to invite Avery in, and she's going to help me. Ave, hey girl. So here's the bride. I know it's a little unconventional having the bride help you cook for her bridal shower, but we love to do this kind of thing together, and it's just fun to cook with one of your daughters. I love you, girl. Yes, I've been walking outside, getting a little teary about. It just dawns on you. You're getting married, and I think having your bridal shower today just hit home. So I'm going to try not to cry while we cook together. So here we go. We're going to start with 3 sticks of butter. Now, I go ahead and melt the butter ahead of time. Not everybody has to do that. I melt it. It just makes it very malleable when we're pressing it down into the pan. So 3 sticks of butter all melted. All right, I'm going to ask Avery some questions while we're doing this because I would love to hear how she's getting ready and thinking about this. What are you most excited about for the wedding?
For the wedding? Well, I'm just excited to get married.
Yeah.
But don't we add
Hang
this?
on. Yeah, go ahead. We're going to add a cup of sugar to the butter.
But I'm just excited to celebrate
mix that.
and be with all my favorite people, dance. Yeah, just have fun. I'm excited
Well, it's
for
kind
everything.
of fun because her wedding name, last name is going to be wedding name, I guess. Her new last name will be Orange. And so Susan, who's throwing this party, has had a lot of fun with the theme of orange. So that's something you're also going to see today.
It's my favorite color.
It's your favorite color too. All right, we've done 3 sticks of butter, 1 cup of sugar. You're going to add a pinch of salt. Just throw that in there. And then you're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. Okay, so how did Zach, who's your fiance, how did he propose to you?
We were in Wyoming for fall break last October. And he was already coming on our trip with us.
Hang on, I'm going to have you keep working. Here we're going to do 3.5 cups of flour.
And
Mix that up.
one day we were going on a hike. I think we had just gotten there, so for various reasons, a lot of people couldn't go on the hike, but some of us did.
Well, that was
what I had thought, at least.
because it had been planned. And actually, I had a daughter who had broken her back, and there was a number, and my dad was there, so several of us were hiking, but she was wondering what's happening because half the people were staying home. She definitely did not think she was going to be getting engaged.
Yes, that's what I was, yeah. And then at the end of the hike, it ended at a lake, and we got to the lake, and I saw someone had lined up little candles and champagne. I was like, oh, that's really sweet. And then I saw his family and everyone that didn't come on the hike with us, or so I thought. They were all hiding behind some trees, and then I realized that was for me, and then he proposed.
He proposed right in front of everybody.
Then
It
we
was
went
a very
swimming.
sweet moment. All right, hang on before I want you to grab this. So what we're doing is I have a 9x9 pan here, and then I'm going to take parchment paper. Not to be confused with wax paper. I have confused it with wax paper before, and that doesn't taste very good. So parchment paper. We're going to put it in there so that when we're finished, we can lift it right out, and it'll be easy to cut. So if you can press most of that, you're going to leave a portion of it. Yeah, go ahead and press that in. So this is the part where, because we melted it, it's going to be very easy to press it down into the pan. So what other things do we have left for the wedding, do you think?
I think it's details of timeline for the weekend, hair, makeup, what else? Oh, we're finishing the
The hotel
bags
bags.
for hotels.
Have you figured out what you're getting your bridesmaids? And
Yeah,
groomsmen?
that stuff I have to figure out. Zach's figured that out, but
Oh, yes. Okay.
I need to figure that out.
We just had her bachelorette. It was very sweet. She invited both her mom and her future mother-in-law on her bachelorette. And we had that down on a lake in Georgia. So it was a very sweet time.
It was very, very fun.
So it's all pressed down, and I'll show you that, just like that. Now we're gonna take a raspberry preserves. You can do anything. I got this at Trader Joe's. You can use any kind of raspberry preserves. And I think I had a little, just go ahead and use this. And I want you to smear raspberry preserves all over the top. It doesn't have to be super thick. Try that. Yeah. Now go just before the edge. So Avery and I, she's been one of my daughters who has loved to entertain just like I do. So she kind of reads my mind before I have to say or do anything. So it was fun getting ready for the shower because several months ago, Avery was home from Chicago and we sat down with Susan. It was a rainy day. Do you remember this? We sat down with Susan at one of our favorite coffee shops. And Susan, what she is really good at is preparation. She literally asks questions. Like, what kind of questions was she asking you?
Oh, I don't even. Just like favorites of things, vision. She just thinks about all the little details that you wouldn't even think are necessary for a wedding. But she first wanted to get an idea of theme, and then what I was expecting from it. And
yeah, so it was really fun. We sat in a coffee shop, literally all of us drenched in rain, and she just asked Avery question after question after question, wanting to make sure that today Avery feels really known and thought about. So it was a really special morning.
Yeah, I don't think other than that though, I think, yeah, other than that, I didn't really have much of a say, but I didn't want a say. I think I am very opinionated and I have a vision for what I like. And so at first I gave that vision and then I think I was like, I don't want to detach from what I know she's going to do. And it stresses me out more if I had expectations then. So I'd rather just I have no expectations. I'm just so excited.
I think that's the biggest difference between my first daughter getting married and my second. My first daughter literally said, and this is the daughter that hangs out just in athletic wear. She said, Mom, run with it. Do what you want. I don't care. I don't have opinions. Avery is a bit more like me. She does have an idea of things she wants. She does have opinions. And so it's just been a different process. Okay, so here we go. The shortbread looks like this. The raspberries all over it. You're going to take the remainder, which basically is about a cup of shortbread, and I want you to crumble this all over the top. Like, just crumble. All right, so I have the oven. It's already been going at 350, and we're going to throw this in for, check it in 40 minutes. Just until the edges start to get done. Let me check it. I say 40 minutes. I think it might be too done by then. Oh, are you eating and
it's
dropping?
So good.
I know, it's so good. I mean, the dough of this is incredible. So maybe start checking it around 30 minutes. Once you see the light brown forming everywhere, pull it out. All right. So once this cools a little bit, you'll be able to lift it out and then cut it into squares, and it is so good.